Hold up.
Yeah.
Before we even start,
Yes.
I thought you was on our side. You got here too. Jadakiss now you. I thought you was rocking with the ball. I thought you was done.
You got to switch your look up. You got to change it up.
Oh, baby.
Man, him and Kiss cheating, man.
Him and Kiss.
I mean, you can't stay the same. You got to change it up.
We
It's
thought
all
y'all
about
was
change.
done. Deion.
Deion said this. We thought they was done. They cheated. They grew it back on us.
Yeah, listen, man, that's just crazy. Now, we going to get to it with the champ, right? You made it happen, regardless with all that. New Jersey, you a kid, 1-bedroom apartment, 7 people living in there.
Yes.
Did you ever think from New Jersey, you were living with your mom, she was going at the time?
Well, actually, it all started in Michigan.
Yeah.
You know, just having a dream, believing in myself, believing in my skills, believing in my talent, and also surrounding myself with the right team. I had to surround myself with the right people. And everything took flight, you know, but just my mother being on crack.
Yeah.
My dad being shot when I was a kid.
You was there?
Actually, my dad was holding me when he got shot. I was a kid. My dad picked me up when my dad got shot. Actually, my brother shot my dad, my uncle. And then when I was in Vegas, actually, I think it was somewhere around 2006, my same uncle that shot my daddy, he died in my house. So, you know, I've been through a lot of ups and downs, but I beat all the odds.
How did you keep your mental from all the trauma that you witnessed? Because that's just a little bit. You had a lot of shit that you you went through. How did you keep your mental together as a kid? You running in the streets, you're boxing, you're going to the gym, your dad going to. How did you keep your mental together from all that trauma?
I just say to myself, I just look at the people out here in the world today. And a lot of times we cry, we complain. We complain about things that's not really important. We always worry about who got the most, or who got this and who got that, instead of just staying in your own lane worrying about what you got. So that's what I try to do. I try to focus on Floyd Mayweather. I don't try to get in nobody else's lane. I'm not jealous of nobody else, and that's what I do. Actually, what I did early on, you got to balance on a small scale. So what I was able to do was balance money on a small scale first. I made some mistakes in the beginning, but you know, that comes with the territory. Then one of the best investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month, because you know, when I get with my friends that's Jewish, and I get with my friends, my white friends and my Jewish friends, I'm not with them. I'm not trying to say, let me get on your plane, or I like your house. I say, you know what? Show me how to get generational wealth. And just being around them, I soaked up the game and I learned it. And just being with Al Heyman played a major part, you know, with helping me get to where I got to. You know, Al Heyman one day just told me, you want to be the highest paid athlete? We'll do that. You want to go on Forbes as the top guy? We'll do that. But then, you know, along with Al and my Jewish friends and my white friends, what we did was we built generational wealth. So my first investment, my first investment was $5 million, but that was years ago. I'm talking about years ago. When I first gave them $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. So I said, yo, the money kept coming on the 18th every month, 50,000 would come in. I still was competing, I still was fighting, I still was active, and I still was making crazy money. I told the guys, well, I'm gonna bring y'all another 8 figures. I said, I'm gonna bring you guys 8 figures now. I know I gave you guys 7 figures, but I'm gonna bring you guys 8 figures. But then it was so
You
good.
just say that shit so easy. I'm gonna bring y'all 8 figures.
This ain't about nothing.
The
yeah.
fuck?
This pocket money.
So it was paying off. So what I did was I went and dumped 9 figures on them. So
He talking about this like he went and got a sandwich. Yeah, I went and bought 10 sandwiches for everybody and he said, go ahead, that shit ain't nothing to him. Go ahead.
yeah, so even like with my career, as far as so when I dumped the 9 figures on them, when I gave them 9 figures, then eventually I was getting, crazy 7 figures every month. I'm still getting that to this day. But I put myself in a position where I said, you know what? Because when you see me, you see the cars, you see the flashy, but it's a lot that comes along with that. A lot of smart moves that's behind the scenes. So what I did was I invested, and so you guys right now, you guys can Google this. You Google one Vanderbilt and Google Floyd Mayweather. I'm a part of that project. That's the tallest building in New York City.
So kid come up, all this trauma, American dream shit too. All this trauma, Michigan to Jersey, going through it, family going through it. And
Mother on drugs.
Oh, mom's on drugs, dad going to penitentiary, and you own skyscrapers in New York City?
Yes.
Oh my God, come on. So everything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I own so many different buildings in so many different places. My exact number in New York City, I own nine skyscrapers in New York City.
9 skyscrapers?
Yes.
Let me ask you this question.
He getting it to him.
Do you think that would be possible if you never bought yourself out of the top rank contract?
Well, I bought myself on my contract for $750,000, and in just 3 fights, I made $750 million.
So would you say that was maybe the biggest point in your career? Was
I think
because you had the talent, you had all of that.
I think the best thing about my career was I'm my own boss. That I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I rolled the dice, and to become great at whatever you want to do, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do.
Oh, you definitely
Absolutely.
a gambler.
Absolutely.
You definitely ask you a question. You seen this guy play basketball before?
No, I know he can rap.
You know he can rap. You don't know he can play basketball.
No, I didn't even know that.
See?
Yeah,
he ain't betting on you.
I would cook him if he real though.
Leo, he ain't betting on him. So that's another story. I cook your fucking ass. Now
he wanted you to try to low-key hype his basketball game, but he's garbage.
Because he played a little bit too. Now,
Yes.
when you got to the point and said, you know what, not only, because you really didn't even have to do boxing promote. You was already on the skies, you was already caking it up over there. When you stepped to that, what made you really say, because I know you so educated from seeing the game and seeing people like things wasn't right for people. What made you say, I'm going into that, the promoting the boxing?
Promoting fighters?
Yes.
Oh, well, you got to, right now, just in boxing alone, with me and Al working hand in hand, if I'm not mistaken, I got like 200 or 300 fighters.
Damn.
So, I just believe, and I got a game plan. You always got to have a game plan. Even like everybody in this audience, what we're slacking is this. We have to go back to the old school, pen and paper. We have to write
That's my thing. I love writing.
We have to write our ideas down and sit it right there on the nightstand, and you got to see every day. You see certain goals. You can write down 10 goals, and then in 12 months, if you ain't accomplished none of those goals, then you're running in place.
You're hustling backwards.
Yeah, you definitely
Floyd,
hustle back.
you live an American dream, man. You got 55 cars. You got fucking $40 million in ice. You just living a life, man. But you also got about 40 girlfriends. How do you do it?
No.
It's hard fucking with one.
I got 2. I can't. This shit's...
It's hard.
Like, how do you balance this life, man?
No, it's not.
What is it like? 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4. Then everybody sleep in my bedroom on the weekends. Like, how you do this shit, man?
No, it's just that I like to live life the way I want to live life.
That is pretty evident.
And I don't really
obvious. It's pretty obvious.
I don't really, because like I said before, I'm not here to judge anyone else.
That's right.
How you guys live your life is how you live your life.
No, we not judging you. It's a bunch of niggas in here that just want to know, like,
figure out the game plan. It's dudes out here trying to figure out the formula.
Man, I want these men to have a beautiful wife and a beautiful family. That's what's important. I mean, for me, well, my thing is this.
I love it. I love it.
Coming from somebody that's like this. Here go 11 Rolls Royces. Hold on, baby. You're all 40 of y'all sit down for a second. I got a little interview to do.
I love that shit.
I feel like the way I want to live my life, I live my life the way I want to live it. And no matter what, you can't please everybody because it's so crazy. Like in the beginning, you know, I feel like people was rooting for me, wanted the best for me. And the more and more as I accomplished more and kept accomplishing things, then you start seeing like different things. Then you start seeing, he's a wife beater, or he's not that smart, or you hear so many different things. And I just feel like, okay, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, but I have to have some type of common sense, some type of smart, some type of intelligence to be where I'm at. You know, I've been living the same life for 25 years.
Let me ask you something. I got a saying that I use, and I say haters is your marketing team. The haters make you richer. Did all that free marketing make you richer? Just keeping your name out there and just speaking about you all the time?
Well, I never want to be the person that say on 30 for 30, or they're writing a story about Mayweather, oh, I told you so.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the great feeling about my life is that that I can still live the same, when I was competing, the same life I was living when I was out there, when I was fighting, is the same lifestyle that I still live currently right now because I made smart moves. Because even like these young rappers, these hip hop artists,
yeah,
these basketball players and these football players, they think they're gonna be young forever. Everything comes to an end, even life. So before that expiration date, I just wanna make sure that, you know, my grandchildren and my children are in a great position, and I put them in that position.
Well, no, your grandchildren is in a great position.
Yeah. So basically, the moves you make is going to secure the futures of the family members you won't be living to meet.
I don't even really do it for just my children, because if I don't feel like my children deserve it, I'm gonna give it to the next one, which is probably my nephew or my niece. And I tell them all the time, like, all the different businesses that I have, like skating rinks, and I got so many different business, hotels. A lot of my family members work for me, but if I feel like someone else can do the job better, then I'll remove them. That don't mean I don't love them. It's just business.
Business, okay.
Yeah, you ever had to remove an aunt? Auntie, you're fucking up, Auntie. Take your ass home. Come on, Auntie. Didn't I tell you be here at 9? This is your second day. You got to get out of here, Auntie.
And she told you about yourself.
Well, it works like this. Family members, and you guys have to really understand this. Family members feel like you owe them something, and I just say to myself, 50 times I got in there, I'm the only person that had to get in there. But it was so much, it was just so much hard work to get to where I got to. It wasn't easy. It didn't happen overnight. And the person I have to take my hat off to is just my father, because he believed when nobody else believed.
Mm-hmm. And before we go any further, I want to shout out the late, great Roger Mayweather, man.
His uncle. Shout out to Roger.
That's my uncle. My uncle
Shout out
Roger.
to Roger.
He played a major part in your life,
Yes,
man.
Yes, he did.
Absolutely. And you guys you should just know a person's character. As far as you look at my career, I only had 2 trainers. My dad or either my uncle. 2 cutmans, either Raphael or it was another cut man, Miguel Garcia or either Rafael Garcia. Either one. I'm loyal, and that's what people say they're loyal. Loyal is an action. People can say it with their mouth, but loyal is an action.
Absolutely. Loyal is not what you say, it's what you do. Absolutely. Floyd, the roughest fight you ever had, who was it?
The best fighter I ever fought probably was Manny Pacquiao. Because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he make. But the roughest fighter probably was a guy named Emmanuel Augustus.
You talk about the drunken master?
The drunken master.
The drunken master?
He was tough.
Because he was awkward, huh?
It was just tough. And Miguel Cotto was very, 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 very physically strong.
Yeah.
So you got different fighters. Different days you feel different ways. So some days you can get over there. You may not feel that good.
Right.
But you go over there and look, superb.
Absolutely. Do you miss the roar of the crowd?
Nah, I'm okay.
I'm cool.
He like, no, I got 45 women roaring for me in the bedroom. Floyd! But no, just.
He said, no, I'm okay.
Well, I gotta, it was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions, and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Yeah, that's real. Now, I'm, born and raised in Philly.
Imagine playing basketball and getting 40 million for a fucking preseason game.
That's crazy. That's real money.
And I get all mine up front.
None on the back end, huh?
Well, I get money on the back end. That's for pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
But for the anything, you got to give me my money up front.
You got any exhibitions coming up soon?
Me and Logan Paul, the YouTuber.
Yeah, you knew.
I'm telling you, boy, he know how to make that easy, but he don't.
She gonna be easy.
He gonna beat the shit out of Logan Paul.
We don't have an exact date. We don't have an exact date.
You gonna knock him out, champ?
What I'm doing wrong, champ.
Tell him what he doing wrong. Tell him what he doing wrong.
Okay, hold on.
Give it to him.
I got you.
That shit.
No. You right-handed or left-handed?
He left-handed.
You boxing right?
Oh, he boxing right? Don't tell him that shit. Oh.
He doing?
I'm boxing southpaw.
Because he got his watch on his right arm, so I figured.
Yeah, I'm left-handed. Feel funny on my left hand.
Okay.
What I'm doing wrong?
You okay?
What you get?
He boxed a little bit.
Oh, you told him this book.
He mad. This killed him.
Come on, champ, with this bullshit.
You gave me some ammunition for the next 20 years, champ.
You done told him. Would you pick him up? Could he come could he come in the team?
He might give me the sparks, come in and do some sparring for him.
He's solid.
Boy, this what the streets want to know, not the boxing industry.
Now, the streets want to know this.
Okay.
Philly, we Philly boys.
But he be in Baltimore.
I'm part Baltimore because wifey, that's my second place, Baltimore. Tank Davis, monster in the gorilla. Gorilla.
He's a killer. Well, Tank Davis, it was a kid. He was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid. Wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, you'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. So he won a few fights. I think he was like 8, 9. I don't know he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Let me ask you this. Because, you know, people, I didn't win against him. You know what I mean? With some people that we know, even friends. When you was talking about Tevin, and I was like, Tank could knock him out. Because they say I'm from Baltimore now. I mean, because of wifey. Whatever. Him, Devin Haney. Is it gonna happen?
Devin Haney is a good fighter. I've been knowing Devin Haney since he's been a
Yeah, he speak highly of you.
Speak highly of you.
I've been knowing him since he's been a little kid. And actually, I seen somebody one day showed me an interview that you guys was doing with Devin, and y'all was talking about, Tank and Devin. You know, both are good fighters. I'm proud of both of them. Black kids that come from nothing and work their way and become something. I'm just proud of them both. And at this particular time, Devin is working with a certain promotion team. Mm-hmm. We got a certain promotion team, so it don't always work
business
like we think. Whereas it's like an overseas basketball team and an NBA basketball team. It don't work like that. So everything takes time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say this though.
But Tank, I'm proud of Tank. Very, 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 very proud of Tank. If I had to do it all over again, that's one of the fighters that I would have chose. Great choice. I wanted to sign Devin, but he chose a different route. But still proud of him. You know, I can never. These young fighters are the future of boxing. So you would never hear me like certain legendary champions. I would never get up here and badmouth young fighters or talk bad about the sport of boxing, because without the sport of boxing, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Yes.
Absolutely. I want to commend you, right? Because, Devin Haney, I guess he in Vegas, but I seen you in the gym, and he's on a whole different promotional company, but you was showing him some things.
Y'all show love. Y'all really fans.
You was working with him, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good chance that he might fight an actual fighter that you got, but you still had him in there working with him, teaching him things.
Me just giving him certain pointers, just giving him certain pointers just to make him better. Yeah. Even it was good to even, like before, when I was able to even just move around with Devin, spar with Devin when I was 40 years old. That was like 4 years ago when I was 40 years old. I was able to move around with Devin, and me moving around with him in the ring, I knew he was gonna become world champion. So I'm just proud of him, and I'm proud of Tank. Both are hell of a fighters.
When will we see Tank again in the ring?
Tank and Devin?
No, Tank in the ring.
Another fight.
If I'm not mistaken, I think in June or July he's fighting. With this coronavirus and the pandemic, it's been very difficult, for a lot of us. But real soon, very, very exciting. Actually, Tank is one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing today.
No, he is. He's a pay-per-view star.
Oh, absolutely.
The streets say you put a little protection on him.
Well, everybody's entitled to have their own opinion.
I like that. He good. He know how to answer
just like you guys. You guys judge each other all the time.
Yeah.
He's a nut-ass nigga for sure.
You hyped him up. I got to deal with this shit back in Philly. Now they gonna say, "Oh yeah, Champ said he could box." But this fucking journey's man. He's a journeyman.
What's crazy is this: everybody always say, "Oh, I'm from here. I'm from there." At the end of the day, it's all about results.
Yes.
It's not where you're from, it's where you're going.
Because you can. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, but a lot of times you gotta leave.
That mindset.
You have to leave wherever you're from and go somewhere else, so you can focus better and become big.
Yes, sir. I love that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Floyd, your top 5 fighters of all time.
A lot of times I say my top 5, they think I'm crazy.
Wow.
Why?
I mean, because a lot of people that's in the sport of boxing only know guys that's famous. And this is, and when I speak, I speak real shit. And a lot of people don't like it, but I speak real. So I don't have to put myself number one, because men lie, women lie, Numbers don't lie. So what are we really rating fighters on? So, I mean, a lot of we talk about legacy. Man, these people in this audience, man, is worried about currency. I mean, you can have a famous, it's a lot of people out there that's got a famous face, but they ain't got shit. So I truly believe I'd rather have a currency than a legacy, because my legacy is already engraved in stone.
Right.
You know, a lot of times they say, oh, Mayweather, he's doing exhibitions. It's bad for boxing.
It ain't bad for your pockets.
But at the end of the day, I look at my children, I look at my grandson, I look at my mother, I look at my father. My mother's a millionaire, my dad's a millionaire, my children are millionaires. My little grandson, he's a multi-millionaire, he don't even know it. So I don't want for nothing. So I didn't get into the sport of boxing. I didn't get into the sport of boxing to compare myself to no other fighter.
And when I was asking, I'm just asking your favorite five. You know what I mean? Who you like, your personal.
Well, certain fighters, I'm gonna say Roberto Duran is one fighter. And this is the reason why Roberto Duran is so great. Because he was able to come, he's only 5'5", I'm gonna say 5'6". He was able to go from 135 pounds all the way to light heavyweight. And he went the distance with Marvin Hagler. He was the first fighter to ever beat Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, he was only 5'6".
Yeah, that's pretty little.
As soon as he moved from 135 pounds to 147, he gave Sugar Ray Leonard his first loss. But these are the things that we don't see.
That's a good point,
or
right
even
there.
like a fighter named Aaron Pryor.
I know Aaron Pryor, great fighter.
You know, a lot of people don't know these names. Yeah. Aaron the Hawk Pryor, hell of a fighter. He only had one loss because he got on drugs.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the guy they say that everybody feared.
Yeah.
You know, in the late 70s, the early 80s. Yeah. So it's just so many different legendary fighters that we don't talk about. We only talk about those fighters that are famous.
Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman.
The great thing about Muhammad Ali was that he stood for a hell of a cause in his era, which he's supposed to stand for that cause in this era. Just like in this era, the good things that I do for the black community or for my people, I don't have to go out there and broadcast it to the world, because God gonna keep blessing me behind the scenes. Like when I went out there and done that for George Floyd, I didn't want the world to know what I did for George Floyd. I did it because I felt it was just the right thing to do by me giving back.
And I wanna personally thank you, because I grew up on a block of, the great Joe Frazier's sister. His sister just passed. Rest in peace to her. And the gym was right around the corner from my block. I always grew up, they did some dumb stuff to it, did whatever. It's like a furniture store, whatever. But I grew up there, and you paid for Joe Frazier's funeral.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people don't know that.
But I don't.
Yeah, no, that's good though. I'm just saying personally, thank you. You know what I mean? Because that's my neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? So that was major. You know what I mean? That was like people good to talk about their opinions. They good to throw opinions, but they never throw facts a lot of times. So sometimes, it's good when people know the facts about the real stuff that people really do. Because we quick to say some bad shit about somebody. Oh, you ain't shit, you ain't this, you ain't this. A lot of people out here that's doing some great things, and you do a lot. I seen your name in the fine print a lot of times.
Yeah.
So,
well, when you get the hate on both sides, your mentality is just
fuck it. Fuck what they think.
My mentality, that's how, cause I get it's crazy that I'm more like, you would want to be. I mean, at first I was like, you want to be loved by your people, but when you're getting hate from your people and you're getting hate from the other side, you're just like, yo, you feel like it's every man for himself. I just feel like fuck it.
Absolutely. And when did you get to that point? How old was you when you realized that? How old was you?
I think when I didn't want to be a certain way. When I want to voice my opinion.
Yeah.
I want to be who I wanted to be. I wanted to be like, I'm the best and nobody can beat me. But they wanted me to get my check. Oh, yes, sir.
Shut
Thank
up.
you. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just like the NBA. I like the NBA, but there's certain things that I don't like about the NBA. I feel like the players should be able to voice their opinion. Even like when they dunk, you should be able to scream loud. I mean, they get texts and fines taking money back from the players. That's not cool. And you know, I don't never want to speak bad about the NBA because I love the NBA. I may want to buy an NBA team, so I definitely don't want to talk bad about the NBA, but I feel like players should be able to be themselves and voice their opinion.
Yeah.
Would you ever let your kids get into boxing?
My kids, well, my two
You know, if
boys,
they grew up and they like, no, this is what I want to do.
well, my two boys, they like to smoke weed, so I know they ain't gonna box. You know, so and you know, I don't. If that's what they like, then that's what they like. They grown.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like to smoke weed too. You know?
What's your favorite?
OG. You know?
OG Kush, huh?
OG Kush, baby.
Your favorite?
He like, I don't smoke it, but I like the smell. That's what he love the smell of it. Blow some of it over here.
I don't do
He want
that,
to be
nigga.
fake high.
I just know when people are smoking bullshit
I
weed.
got a bud.
I know when people are smoking bullshit weed. That's
No, you
all.
say that to everybody. We walked in on Snoopy talking about the seeds in there. Snoop like, nigga,
I
what?
did tell Snoop it was seeds in his weed. I thought
Seeds in there, Snoop.
Seeds and Snoop. I was like, oh, Snoop, you got seeds in your shit? He was like, Wallow, stop that shit, nephew. You know what I mean?
So, Floyd, man, like, you got everything. You got the skyscrapers. You got the cars. You got the houses. You got... What's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing. I don't really want for nothing. I mean, it's crazy that, I mean, when people say, oh, when you post something, you see all the comments, you see what people were saying?
Fuck that.
Shit,
That fucking... How much is that watch, man? I got to ask, man.
Oh, that one?
Huh?
Oh, that's 18 million.
18 million?
18 million?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Get the camera, get that. 18
Man,
million?
nigga, where the camera at? Pull it on this shit.
Hold on.
18.
Niggas spent 18 million on the watch, man.
God damn. That motherfucker's life on your wrist.
You know, you do an interview with this nigga and you realize your life ain't going as good as you fucking thought
Yeah.
it was.
All the more.
I'm sitting over here with my little $40,000 joint on. He 18 million. Sit on this motherfucker for the rest of the day.
18 million. God
18
damn.
fucking million. Damn. That motherfucker do look like a chandelier, though. I'm not gonna lie, that mother. And how much was the goddamn necklace? Because they got to be about 25
Five.
pointers.
Just 5 million.
He said just 5 million. Just 5 million. Ain't about
That nigga
nothing.
woke up and put 23 million on his arm and his neck for no reason at all.
Hey, him, don't be
Get the ladies together. We gotta go do reception.
don't be thinking no shit, him. Don't be getting no ideas, him. Him over there getting ideas. He grabbed the calculator. He hit, you call it a fucking jewel over there. I see you, him. Don't start your shit. Now, you had the label, right? You ever think about getting the music again, like helping some artists?
Well, I've been working, a lot of tours, a lot of huge tours.
Oh, okay.
For years, you guys never seen my name on a lot of tours, but I was behind a lot of major tours that was done. A lot of major artists.
That's where Al Heyman came from, right?
Exactly.
The Budweiser Superfest.
Yes.
And Al Heyman is a legend.
Yes.
Like, you probably only nigga know who Al Heyman
Nobody
look
never
like.
seen.
You
That
know,
nigga's the ghost.
That's his name. That's his nickname.
The ghost. You never seen this man. You Google it. You never see this man.
Yeah.
He only pop up on Google.
He a tight, Al is like my, the second father.
Mm-hmm.
Tycoon, very shrewd businessman. Power team. Whatever we want, we can do. There's nothing that I ever wanted that I didn't get. I dreamed it, I wrote it down, I believed it, I surrounded myself with the right people. But the main thing is, you can't think you know it all. Yeah. My team, I surround myself with people that got it right here. You have to have it right here. Have to.
One of the brothers I seen you with through my time in jail, we used to always watch you on TV. It's this one brother that I don't give a fuck where you at. He always there with you. He ready to go down. This mother, he ready to do whatever. He's a bald head brother that wear these fucking he wear like he always got frames on. Bald head brother. He always with you.
Leonard Ellaby.
Oh yeah,
The bald head brother that always.
Yeah, he like the boy and brother. I kind of crush on him when I was in jail. He like, I remember because he used to wear the glasses. I had a crush on him.
Get the fuck out of here, you that ass nigga.
No, he got a crazy. He got a very interesting story. Actually, he's from Washington D.C.
Okay.
And he left a six-figure paying job just to get with me in the beginning. This at the beginning of my career.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This 25 years ago. He left a great paying job, had a master's degree, had a master's degree, six-figure paying job. He left it all in D.C., came. I guess he's seen the same thing that I've seen. He's seen the dream and he believed. And he made millions and millions of dollars with me. He's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions now.
Okay. Now, how important is team? Because like you said, a lot of people out here, we be thinking a lot of people move and they thinking about the money, so they thinking I could do it by myself because I don't want to bust it down and establish a team. When I think of team, I think together each achieve more. Yeah. How important is that infrastructure?
I think even like people, when you make money, so if I make 100,000, I put 50,000 up. If I make 100 million, I put 50 million up. You always got to put half up.
Hold on, so you just got the other 50 million just laying around? Just if I want to have some fun.
Because I got guys I work with every day. Just yesterday I made 10 million. But once you make so much money.
Let a nigga hold some. Yeah, just yesterday I made 10 million, like that shit wasn't nothing.
But once you make so much money and you done already had everything, there's really nothing else you can buy. So you believe in making everybody else around you. You want to push them to be great. You want to push them to be successful. So that's what I do. I push everybody around me to be great. Even like my security team, I say, listen, while y'all working with me, y'all built your own security team on the side. Right. That y'all got working, doing other venues and making money. Right. I believe in making everybody around me great. Because if every time I make a lot of money, just give you a lot of money, and you don't got no ambitions and you ain't got no drive, all I'm doing is crippling you. Right. I'm hurting you.
Right. Okay. Absolutely.
You know what's crazy about security? You was one of the first boys that was running around here with top flight security, like real big brothers that really wasn't playing no games. Mm-hmm. Like really, and you made it like cool for brothers that had security. You could be black, you could be getting money driving that shit, but it's smart to have fucking security. All that tough guy, I'm ready to die shit, that's a little goofy. No, because we look, I ain't got no security, I'm a real nigga. Real niggas die too. Real niggas get killed every day. But you was one of the first people that I seen flexing, giving it to them with real live security, not no playing games motherfuckers. Like, you was the first one.
Well, of course, I got police.
Yes.
Not because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Just because I'm smart.
Yeah.
You gotta protect the money, man. You gotta protect the interest, man.
You the money.
If I'm not gonna have nothing, before I got a diamond watch, a diamond chain, diamond necklace, I always had me a great security team. Very, very important. But like I told him before, I'm recession proof. I'm not bulletproof, I'm recession proof.
Yes, sir.
You
That's what I'm talking about.
Shit. You walk around here with the $18 million thing on, you better execute. God damn, that motherfucker ridiculous, man.
Now,
well, I got snipers with me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay, I got snipers with me.
Snipers, huh?
Yes.
Navy SEAL boys.
Yes, I got some good ones with me.
Come out the water while you're at the beach. Don't fuck with Floyd. They come out the water.
Motherfuckers on helicopters and shit.
Floyd, you come out, you show everybody this love, man. Everybody get a chance to, to really see you up person. You know what I'm saying? And because we're gonna put this out, on a podcast, so nobody has their phone out. But, everybody get a chance to see you, see how you come up, see your story, see how you came from nothing to a billionaire now, right? You would be.
I've been made a billion.
Damn.
I think I reached that was over 4 years ago.
Over 4 years ago, you reached $1 billion?
1.2, over 1.2.
Like, how does it feel to be in that,
Hold
like, I can't even say that's
Come on, man.
1%.
Y'all salute everybody the fuck else.
Come on, let's salute this billionaire on stage, man.
And I'm saying that to say this. The way the story supposed to read out, if somebody else is writing the story, he was supposed to be dead in jail. The start. Because they judge us based off the start. You know, they got a story written for you, cell waiting, graveyard waiting. Oh, mom on drugs, dad in prison, he done. We even count each other out when we see that shit. You know, so, what'd you say, 1.2? You did?
I feel,
they ain't talking about billionaire shit. I'm listening, soaking the game up.
I mean, the first thing is belief. I mean, I tell everybody in this room, if you got to believe first. If you don't believe first, then you ain't gonna never get to where you're trying to get to. I believe. I knew from the beginning I was the best in boxing, from day one.
You knew you was the shit no matter what before you even...
I just knew I was better than every other fighter. And to this day, that it would never be a fighter better than me, never.
In the history of boxing?
Never. Because if you just look at the dynamics, you can have a guy retired, 78-0. Okay. He could be 78-0. But what have he accomplished in those 78 fights? What did he do exactly? Because you got guys that got 200 fights, 300 fights, but just in 50 fights, I beat more world champions than any fighter.
That's numbers, that's facts.
I mean, you tell me another fighter that beat 16 world champions straight. Just tell me, that's all I ask. You tell me another fighter that in just 2 fights made $650 million.
Let me ask you this question. At what point in life did you know this shit was real, though? Like, okay, you knew you was the shit growing up. Because when you the shit like you was the shit doing the amateurs, and you, like, when did you get that check, that moment when you was like, this shit's different? Was it that first $100 million check that you got for 32 minutes worth of 36 minutes worth of action?
The first check I ever got when I was a teenager was, because, I turned pro at 19. The whole deal, the deal I got was a crazy deal, but the first check that actually gave me was, the best feeling I ever had was when I got $100,000. A kid, when you come from nothing, from poverty, from nothing, and then you get a $100,000 check, because $100,000 at that particular time felt like $100 million. Absolutely. But once you done received a $100 million check and $50 million check on a regular, then it's just...
No, but what I'm saying, when you received that first one, because see, nobody had done that type of shit before.
The $100,000 felt better than $100 million. Because that was my first check.
I feel you, but that $100,000, $100 million.
Because I'm a teenage kid that come from nothing.
Floyd, I could have been 50. They give me $100 million, I'm a fucking kid again too. I'm dancing around, celebrating, breakdancing and that.
But Gillie, I've seen $100 million over 12 times.
But to see it in one check, like, all right, Floyd, you're done for the night.
I mean, I don't. But the leading up,
this shit say 100 million, and you got some coming on the back end. Like
200 came.
200 came after that.
300. Well, for the Pacquiao, I made 300 million. For the McGregor, I made 350 million.
And this on the back end?
I mean, I always got to make money on the back end.
Okay.
See, even if somebody right now in here hit the lottery, the first thing they're gonna say is give it all to me, because they don't know no better. Because rich and wealth is 2 different things. When you're rich for a short period of time. Rich is short term. Wealth is long term. So if you can have 100 million, but if you don't got no game plan, it's gonna be gone. So if I didn't know what I know now, they'd gave me 100 million when I was young, I probably would have fucked it off. But with a lot of time, a lot of experience, being around the right people, I knew about balance. I knew what I wanted in life. So even like when I get like Monday, I got a wire coming for another 20 million. But I don't get moved by the money no more. I get moved by just the people around me, if I can help them become great, and the different businesses that I'm able to open and give people jobs, that makes me smile. Because you don't get to this point, you make a bunch of money and be like, I got a bunch of money, nobody else can get nothing. When it's a recession or when a lot is going on, I'm still able to employ people. So like I said before, I got hotels, I got skyscrapers, and I'm able to just employ people every day, give people jobs in this country. So it's a great thing to me.
When you was a kid and they robbed you at that Olympics,
Yes.
what type of fire did that put in you? What was going through your mind? Because you was respectable. One thing about it, your showmanship is unbelievable, unmatched. You was respectable even after they robbed you. Dead, I'm talking about flat. Anybody, Stevie Wonder can see this shit. The dead can see this. They robbed you. You walk out of there with class. What was the fire? How was you feeling after that as a kid? And, the quote unquote, people robbed you. How did you feel?
The 1996 Olympic Games.
Yes.
The semifinals. I think I was one fight away from the gold medal. I'm glad that happened to me. I think that's the best thing that ever happened to me. Because that right there pushed me. I mean, it just pushed me to a limit that I can't even really even talk about. It pushed me. So it made me want to be the best.
Did it give you that mindset that I'm gonna beat these motherfuckers so bad that I'm not even gonna leave you an option to say some draw shit? Like, cause I really feel like you beat his ass bad like that too. But with the Olympics and the amateur boxing, that shit's a little different than the pros. But then when you got to the pros, did that give you the mindset that I'm gonna beat these niggas so bad that I'm not even gonna leave them an option to give me a draw?
If I had to do it all over again, I want it to happen the same way. Because then I wouldn't be here with these people, giving them advice and want to help I want to see my people grow.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not like that. I'm not the jealous type. I've never been like that. Like, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to see this fighter do good. Oh, I don't like Muhammad Ali. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
It's just that everybody had their own era. If he felt like he was the best, I applaud him. Any fighter that feel like they the best, I take my hat off to him.
Absolutely.
I just say, when it was my time, I did it my way.
You definitely did, and you did it better than everybody else.
So I'm not like that. I mean, of course, I love to compete. I like to compete against the best. And you got guys right now that's in boxing, that's champion, all these little young fighters. Floyd, you come back and fight him. You need to fight this guy. Listen, I had my time.
Right.
Everything got an expiration date.
Right.
I did what I had to do. I was in boxing, I think over 20 years. I was world champion 20 years.
Right.
So I gave the sport what I can give the sport.
Right. You done gave the sport over maybe 30, 35 years of boxing, right?
I mean, I had my first fight in 1987.
But you went to the gym when you was about 6, 7, right?
No, my whole life. My whole life.
Yeah, because your family boxed, so yeah.
I come from a fighting family.
Yeah.
And just every day, just like everybody in here, we all go through certain trials and tribulations in life that we have to deal with, and certain things make us stronger. And in 1996, them cheating me made me stronger. And I love it. If I had to do it all over again, I say do it the same way. Because even like my children, I push them to be great every day.
Yeah.
I push my children to be great every day. I say, look, everything that I got, I'm not going, of course, I always gonna give them a starter kit, meaning like a car, and I'm gonna give you a car and a house with no payment. No car payment, no house. Give you a nice Mercedes, a nice house. Now it's time for y'all to go out there and fish for yourself.
Absolutely. It's time for you to go out there and figure out who you are and what you want to be.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it's about, You can't, when you get kids, man, you got to let them be them, man. You know, you can assist them, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta let them be them. I got 5 of them, man. They a fucking headache, but I love them to death.
I love my children, but
The butt. It'll always be the butt.
it's tough.
It's tough, man,
It's tough.
because
And you got to realize, you know, may she rest in peace. My children's mother passed away, you know, last year,
rest
a
in
year
peace.
ago. And it's, you know, even like with me and her situation, nobody never know what goes on in no one's house.
No.
Right.
Nobody know what going on in my house. Y'all can assume and y'all can think
speculate.
and speculate and make up certain things that y'all want to make up. Y'all don't know what goes on in my house. Only thing, y'all only know what I show you guys. You guys don't know what I do.
And what's so bad about today's...
That's no different from Forbes. Y'all can say, oh, this guy is a billionaire, or this guy is 100. Listen, don't nobody know what nobody really got. Don't nobody really know what I got. So I can show y'all guys what I want to show y'all. I may have 3 billion. Y'all don't know what I got. Just so if Forbes don't post a person, that don't mean they don't got nothing. You know, you got the De Beer family.
I know the De Beer.
We talking about the
Diamond company.
The Diamond family. This is a diamond mine in Africa, the motherland. You can't put no value on the De Beer family. We talking about trillions of dollars.
Right.
They ain't even in the Forbes.
Right. But we live in a society now where as though it take one media outlet to put some false shit out about you, and then all the other media outlets that's up under them, they grab it, and now it's damn near the truth.
We say we love each other, but all we do is go against each other and hurt each other. We don't stick together. So I'm gonna continue to be who I am and do what I do. And I'm gonna continue to give people jobs, and I'm gonna continue to be the best at whatever comes my way.
That's how I live my life. I'm gonna be who I am. I don't give a fuck who don't like
fuck
it.
what they think.
And I respect that. And I just take my hat off to everybody that showed up today. I mean, you guys.
Clap for yourself.
I mean, you guys are recession-proof also. Find a way. Find a way. Know what y'all want to do. You know, you can't wait till even if you can be 30, you can be 40, you can be 50. You still got a chance. I'm 44 and I'm still making hundreds of millions. Retired. We feel like retired is, you got to kick your feet up, let your hair turn gray, let your stomach, you get a pot belly. Nah. The Waltons is still getting money for Walgreens and Walmart. Warren Buffett is still getting money. I'm saying Bill Gates is still getting money. But soon as if Floyd Mayweather step away from the sport and say he retired, and then I do exhibitions and I do other things, he's hurting for money. Look, I got a lot of problems. Money ain't one of my problems.
And like he said, don't put no age limit on to when you gonna get this money, because he went to jail at 17 years old. He did 20 straight years. He came home at 37, and he a millionaire in his account. So and he only been home for 4 years. So don't put no age limit on it. But the one thing y'all seen during his journey from the time he stepped out that fucking prison, he put that work in.
And more importantly, I ain't give a fuck about what nobody had to say about me, and I didn't let
even our family, because they was calling us talking about that motherfucker's crazy.
And
see, Wallow, he crazy.
It was crazy that you say, Floyd, I didn't let a moment of my life define me. Because when you sitting in that motherfucking cell and them people coming by and they telling me this, I ain't this, coming in, stripping me out, shaking me down, all this bullshit, I never abandoned who the fuck I was. And even going through them slave conditions, I always knew I was a motherfucking king. So when I came out here, it was like game time. And I knew, growing up, I didn't have this. So when I came here, I'm like, oh my God, they gave us a computer? You mean to tell me I could be around the world with this motherfucker? And I went to work, and I wasn't, like you say, I wasn't on everybody's time. It wasn't about what I was wearing. It was about, listen, I'm tapped in. I don't see what nobody else the fuck is doing. I got this tunnel vision, and I'm going to get out here and get this fucking money, you know what I mean? Because you need money to survive, And that's what the fuck I did, Fuck what everybody else was doing. I had to do me. And that's what a lot of things, we focus so much on a motherfucking comment on a social media from a motherfucker that might be somebody that's doing 10 times worse than you, somewhere that ain't got shit going on, we get that comment and somebody fucking opinion outside of yourself more power than you give yourself, than you give your family, than you give God. A comment worth more than anything out here to y'all. Stop the bullshit. Yeah. Fuck what they think. You got to activate your fucking button in order to win in America. Yeah. But yeah, champ.
But you know, what's going on is social media is a great thing, and it can also be toxic.
Extremely.
Meaning this. Do I got social media? Absolutely. But do I keep it on my phone? No, I don't. I got a team that run it for me. And whenever I want to post something, I send them a photo. I type up something in my memo pad. I type up the caption in my memo pad, and I send it to them. That's only if I want it, when I want to post something. But it's crazy. I think about it like this. I say, okay, you got 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you sleep, right? And most people work a 9 to 5. So 8 hours you working.
16 hours.
Okay, so we have 16 hours. We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we had 19? It take you an hour to get ready. So we had 20 hours. So you guys cannot spend 4 hours going talking about, oh, they lying. Oh, I like this photo. Oh, they faking. Sending photos to other people. Y'all got to get focused. I'm where I'm at because I'm focused. Tunnel vision. I'm focused on what I got to do. Y'all got to have a game plan.
Got to get focused.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. You remember this back in the day, Floyd? I'm with Big U in Vegas. No. We was in Dominican Republic. And we talking. And I honestly, what's so crazy is I honestly thought that you could beat Canelo. But I was just telling Big U, no, he need to fight Canelo. He need to fight Canelo. Next thing I knew, Big U called you. He hyped you up. This nigga Gillie said Canelo gonna whip you. And you lost your fucking mind on me on the phone. Do you remember that? Nigga, Meek Mill's run Philly, nigga. You don't run Philly, nigga. You don't remember that Big U called you? And then about 2 fights later, you fought Canelo. He called you from the hotel room.
It's possible.
We was together. You lost your mind. You told me Meek Mill's run Philly. Nigga, shut up.
I wouldn't. I mean, a lot of people say, we always hear people say they run certain things.
Yeah.
People like, oh yeah, I run this block.
You don't run shit.
I'm like, you don't even own a house on this block. Somebody like, oh yeah, I run this neighborhood. Yeah, this is my neighborhood. I'm like, well, that store this corner store, I own all these corner stores around here. but they don't know it.
They don't need to know.
I'm just saying. But even if I did say that to you,
it was fun. We were just big and having fun.
But it don't matter.
That's all.
I'm man enough to say I apologize.
No, it wasn't nothing for you to apologize. I just want to know, did you remember it? And you actually whipped the fuck out of Canelo.
I don't know if they know, but you nice with that pen.
Appreciate you, man.
You a cold piece of work.
He hate that shit. Look.
No, I thought we were sticking together. I thought we worked together.
We is. Fuck it. All right, we working together. You can box, too. You can rap and you can box. Champ told me we got to come together. He right.
But you done something that a lot of people can't do.
Yeah.
You beat all odds, and look what you did.
Yeah, I will say that. I did do all right. Did all right. Now, what was your mindset when you was in that fucking cell and they come in there talking about strip out, all that bullshit? Because a lot of y'all don't understand the psychological warfare that goes on in prison by a motherfucker trying to break you down by telling you, hitting your joint, telling you strip out, and you got to go to the back of that wall, get ass naked, hold your sack, squat, cough, and they sitting there laughing. And what was your mind at when you went through that bullshit?
Part of life. I mean, it was just an obstacle that was put in front of me. Mm-hmm. I feel like I can conquer anything. I just told myself this. My lawyer, may he rest in peace. But my lawyer, I was his only client, my lawyer.
Okay.
And he told me a story. It was about a guy he was a hostage, and they had the hostage had him in pine boxes, right? So the guy had a lighter. He made friends with roaches, because roaches would get in a box. So he was in there for years. And I was like, yo, if he can get through this, I'll be okay. So they make me strip, same thing, cough. I've been through it all. But like I said before, I'm Floyd Mayweather, can't nothing stop me.
Yeah.
Can't nothing
That's
stop
how I
me.
felt. Fuck that.
I
That's
mean,
how.
I mean, can't nothing stop me. When you say Canelo, it was nothing. You say Pacquiao, it was nothing. Because at the end of the day, I feel like every time I go out there and compete or I go out there and fight, I be like, yo, listen, I'm fighting just an opponent. He's fighting Floyd Mayweather. So that's the difference.
But I seen you work out before, right? When your workout is so good, could you eat what you want? Because I see you go in. You chowing down.
I feel like food don't got nothing to do with your hand game. I mean, if you talented and God gifted, and you put in the work that you're supposed to.
Yeah, because he went straight from the gym to McDonald's on 24/7 on all access, right?
You know, he was. Yeah.
It don't matter 24/7. I created all of it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you created that too. So
Yeah,
he owned the rights to that.
Yeah, I remember Marquez drank his piss to try to beat you.
You know, Philly a fighting town.
How you feel about Boots? Gerard Boots Hennis.
Jerron Boots Ennis.
I don't feel like he's not getting. I think he fight tonight, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he don't get the credit that he deserves. And we talk about a lot of fighters at welterweight, but we don't talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he's gonna be a problem. He's a problem right now. But the welterweight division is loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded.
And they even trying to get my old ass back in there. But I'm like, yo, like I said before, it's a whole new era. You know, the Tank era and all these, and Canelo, all these fighters, it's time for them.
I know you don't need no money, but if they said Floyd, $500 million for 36 minutes.
My health is my wealth.
Okay.
I can tell them.
Nigga, you look healthy.
But I'm saying at the end of the day.
You look in shape.
Well, listen. Muhammad Ali was great, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like that.
Okay.
I want to be able to walk. See, the great thing about my career is this. I quit when I wanted to quit.
Right.
I was in control of my career. You know, when fighters got to fight when they don't want to, that's not a good feeling. And then when Ali was active and he could communicate, he could talk with the people, you know, he was trash talking, shit talking, everybody loved him, right? All his people loved him.
Right.
And then the other side hated him. But then when he could barely walk or talk, then they want to say, oh, he great, oh, we love him. No, not me.
Yeah.
So no money is worth my health.
No
amount of money. But I'm still a smart businessman. Now we talk about a Logan Paul, a YouTuber, for $100 million. Give me that.
You gonna knock him out?
Shit.
We gonna have
I'm
fun.
saying, I don't know what. You ain't gotta go to Logan Paul. You could beat me the fuck up for 50.
Yeah, get out the Gill. Come on.
I take that shit. I'm
mean-
gonna come in there like I'm a win too. What's up, nigga? Come here,
knocked
nigga. Where you going, nigga? Come here, nigga. Where the fuck you going, nigga? Come here. You can ice me right out. Just give me $3 million. I go right up.
A recession-proof / Money Mayweather promotion / $1 million worth of game fight. Yeah, you get him 3, I'll take the other 97. You know what I mean? Because I'm his promoter. You fight under me. I'm your cut man, promoter, all that shit. I need all them purses.
Well, at least I'm loyal like Floyd. I only use one nigga, my old joint.
Yeah, I do anything. I hype you up, come down. We be rapping and all that shit coming down the joint. Oh, I got all that shit. I'm gonna do anything. You ain't got to worry about it. I got $3 million for you. Knock him out, champ. But we just wanna thank you, man, for dropping $1 billion worth of game in real life.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah. I mean,
you dropped it, and the great thing about it, you really got it. You really done it.
well, I'm not really. It's so crazy that everybody that's on social media don't got what they posting on social media. like whatever I post,
You really got it.
like we can go to Opalaka, you can see my jet. Like everything I say I got. Like I'm not faking, I'm not bullshit, I'm not a fraud. And I mean, like, y'all can believe whatever y'all want. People can believe whatever they want to believe when people tell them certain things. You know, they're always gonna try to find the bad in you instead of trying to find good in you. See, what I do is this. When I meet a person, like when I sit with you guys, I try to find the good in you guys instead of trying to find the bad.
Yes.
Because if it's something bad in you guys, it's gonna show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But first, I always try to find the good in the person. That's just how I am.
And that's
and one thing about me, like I said before, I don't walk around like, oh, I don't like this person, or I'm finna fight this person because I box. I don't do that.
Yeah, I ain't no, yeah.
You know, like I said before, I get money and stay out the way. And stay in my lane. That's all I do.
That's the key to life: get money and staying out the way. Well, Mr. Money Man, we want to appreciate you, man, for coming through, man, showing us this love at this recession-proof event. Him, man, you a legend, man. Come on up here, man.
Come on up here, him.
Come on up here, him.
My brother right there.
Yeah, I mean, this good brother right here is what made this happen for y'all.
You done gave him some watch ideas.
Love, man.